To it's me, Cortez again. Right now, I'm going to be reacting to this woman that I think honestly doesn't understand a man's goal in a relationship. Yes, there's plenty of men out there that's being petty, that's being cruel, not being kind, and not being loving towards their partner when it comes down to a man being involved with a woman romantically. But in certain arguments that she expressed that I totally disagree with. Um, so let's get into it.
And so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself. I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful.
Hold up. Now, this is not the woman that I'm criticizing, but this point that I always hear. Okay, that's great. You having a nice job. You work on yourself. You're able to criticize yourself and understand your own faults and understand your own mess ups to be cleaning up a mess that you made. But a lot of times that doesn't mean that you advertise yourself, advertise your personality right, or bring your best effort to be in the best light as someone could be judging your own personality. And this is the problem that I have with females because they do all this stuff, go work, get their career, have a career, and building on themselves, yes. And that's what every human being should be doing, even men. But a lot of times, what you're advertising is not enticing towards a man's opinion or a man's willing to be engaging with you in a romantic relationship.
I'm independent. I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn?
Stop waiting then. That's the easy answer. You can't wait on someone. You gotta go out and get it. Just like you did it with your mental health, and just like you did it with your job, just like you got a career. You gotta go out there and search for it. No guy is gonna get a woman to pay attention to him if he doesn't go out there and fail and flirt with girls, have conversations with girls. And even though, like, for me, socially, I have a social anxiety. So it's a really big deal for me to open up and talk with a new person. So I'm always scared when it comes down to people interpreting or understanding what I'm saying. So my big fear is in a conversation, if I speak an opinion, then someone could be understanding my opinion in a incorrect way to manipulate it as though I was speaking to them to belittle, to downgrade, to downgrade their own opinion.
What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy? Before
You gotta allow yourself to be happy, yes, but you can't fix yourself. That's the easy thing. You can't fix yourself. You can improve yourself. You can compliment yourself. But a lot of times, every human that walks on this earth is broken in some way. Either broken in some way. Let's talk about behavior. Let's talk about language. Let's talk about you showing up and being responsible and being able to put your words to your actions. A lot of people, even men, are crippled in that sense. And a lot of females do have plenty of gripes about it, and they are right. But just because you work on yourself to be a shining, bright star doesn't mean that someone has to recognize it.
I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me, how much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot. I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner.
Do you want love or do you want typical? That's what I say to her. What kind of love are you searching for? Are you searching for the man to be the provider? Are you searching for the man to make all this money and be very busy at his job, but he can't show up for your birthday or get you flowers or pay attention to your thoughts or your opinions when you're having a conversation with him? What kind of love are you searching for? Because that is going to determine what kind of partner that you want and what kind of partner that you're actually going to attract to you.
Am I just supposed to be alone? Like, is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like, it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but, like, I need love. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands that they prioritize. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind.
Yes, you have, because you haven't been prioritizing a relationship. Like you said, they prioritize a relationship. They prioritize a man's need to be something that they think about and also they put effort into. If you don't put effort into prioritizing how you look or how you sound like when it comes to dating a man, you will never get a man to take you seriously in a romantic relationship.
And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me. Guys, as of today, this video has a whopping 12 million views on Twitter about...
I'm sorry to point this out, but it's true. She's all done up. She got the makeup on, she got hair nice and everything like that. But at the same time, yes, you do that for yourself. And I like looking good. I mean, right now I'm looking kind of raggedy. I didn't shave and nothing like that. But at the same time, you put all that effort into your looks to looking good. Why can't you put that effort in a relationship? That's all I'm saying. Because you put that much effort into a relationship to understand another person's opinion or another person's disagreement towards you, then you can be a better partner when it comes down to you keeping a partner, a man in your life.
1.2 million of them are due to a tweet of mine responding to this, and I just had to bring the conversation over to YouTube. So today, I am going to be presenting a defense of the Boss Babes. If you're watching for the first time, I'm Hannah Cox with Base Politics, and this is my show, Histrionics, where every week I talk about women's issues from a centrist, sane point of view, which can be difficult to find these days. If you like this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out others in the series. Like I said, this week's episode is titled In Defense of the Boss Babes because I have had it with these knuckle draggers coming for women merely because they have chosen to work or have had to work to support themselves. As always, for those of you...
She is lying. Now, I will say it is some red pill guys out there that, be mean and talk shit about female choices. I don't think most of the men that recognize their own social role, that females are volunteering a man to be or want a man to be when it comes to society. We are recognizing it, but at the same time, we is calling y'all bullshit on it. Because a lot of times, these same females will talk about how a man ain't shit. He ain't being kind. He ain't opening up doors. He's not ambition. He's not going for the big bag. He can't provide me with a big lifestyle that I like. So now I'm mad because this man is not feeding my ego. He's not going to work 50, 40 hours a week at a top job making all this money. And you see her right now. She's all prettied up and everything like that. But she's ready to say, well, no, stop attacking these females because they made a choice. Yeah, you made a choice. You're a grown ass person. You made a choice to not prioritize a man's thinking in your life when it comes down to you having a happy, successful relationship. If you don't prioritize that, then you can't blame no one, even males. I can't blame a man to say, oh, uh, you know, how do I say this? I'm doing this live too. I'm saying that yes, you can say men like me are bitching. Men like me are talking that talk about complaining about a female. But when a female does it, we are so quick to criticize. No, we are so quick to criticize the choices that they made. That's the difference. You made a choice to focus on your career, to focus on your degree, and everything like that. And that's good. Like she said, we all have to work, we all have to fend for ourselves until we get into a relationship. But at the same time, you want men to cherish and to think like you. And men don't. I don't. I don't give a fuck about your degree. Why do that matter to me? Because when we get into a relationship, you get pregnant, you get sick, stuff needs to be fixed around the house. You're not going to be like, equal equality, I can do it. No, you're going to be like, babe, go ahead and do that. Take out the garbage. Fix this. Be the handyman. I got to do that. Not you. You're not looking at your own self to be responsible for things that you don't want to do. You're looking at me. So stop playing. And this is the thing that I dislike about these females because they're dishonest.
Living your life peacefully away from the online morons in the manosphere, I will define my terms. Now, the term boss babe was originally coined by women to celebrate their achievements and those of the women around them. Generally speaking, a boss babe is...
Yes, I agree with you. But their attitudes are stinky. Their attitudes, just because you got a good job, you got good money, doesn't mean that I'm going to be sticking around. Like, what do I get out of it? What is the benefit?
Woman who is an ambitious, independent leader and entrepreneur. She is strong-willed, confident, and knows how to get things done. A boss babe is a woman who isn't afraid.
No, stop it. A boss babe is a boss babe at work. She can use her mouth. She can say certain things so people get people motivated or something like that. I admit that can be helpful at the job. But when we talk about a relationship, are you still using that same mouth that you can be dictating other people's actions and expecting other people to praise you and to respect you into the relationship? That's what I'm saying.
To take the lead and be her own boss. She knows that her success is determined by her courage and determination, not by anyone else. Boss babes are go-getters, taking charge of their lives without waiting for someone else to give them permission or take the lead.
That's a damn lie. So why are y'all having trouble finding a man? Is you so if females with this mindset is so good at business, getting a career, having a good education, then why can't you find a man to commit to you in a long-term relationship? It doesn't make sense. If you're good at one area of life, that means it should translate over towards other areas of your life. It should. Like for me, if I didn't want to be a better mechanic and learn how to fix other things when it comes to a car, then for me being a mechanic, then I should be interested in fixing other things. Now, it may not be like being an electrician or fixing my dishwasher or something like that, but if I'm talented enough to be interested in that field, then it should translate into other areas in my life. Sorry, other areas in my life. Ooh.
If those things trigger you or upset you, you have something deeply wrong with you. I have to just say that right out the gate. Because if anything, we need more people.
Cheap insults. That's all it is. It's just cheap insults. At this point, when she's talking,
Especially more women with this mentality. This is a very core of individualism.
I can't agree with her. That mentality that you can do anything that you put your mind to. But it is toxic because I can't do everything that I want to put my mind to. I have to learn. I have to learn from failure. I have to learn from other people that's better than me. To be a good student means to empty your cup of knowledge and to willing to be taught by other people that could be better than you and recognize how you are failing at a task.
Self-reliance, of resiliency, of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. These used to be core American.
That used to be white European talking points. No one, this sense of, oh, I started at the dirt and then I got money, even though, rappers say it all the time, I love rap. But that's bullshit. I'm sorry. No one really pulls themselves by they bullshit, by they, how she ever said, no one picks themselves out of poverty to make a lot of money. It's bullshit. You know, me having a nice house, me having the things that I have in my life, you know how I got it? Not by me just going out there and seeking it or trying to have a better social environment around me when it comes to living in a nice house and being able to pay my bills. You know how I got all that? By learning from other people that was more wiser than me, allowing people to help me. That doesn't mean that I didn't put any effort in the moment or in the situation to get what I have today. No, I put in a lot of effort. I had to be humble. I had to recognize that at times I was a fucking idiot and life is hard. But if you have a team and you have people around you that love you, that care for you, and that can set you straight, life is a lot more easier than you trying to do everything on your own.
Values, and they need to be again. We need more people who see themselves as champions versus victims. We need more people who look at the world around.
You can see yourself as a champion, but you can't do everything by yourself.
Them and decide that they can whip it into shape and make it into their own image versus people who feel sorry for themselves or give up at the first sign of a problem. But as you might have guessed from this,
You're right. Dealing with difficulty, it can be a building block of strength that you can have when it comes to you as a person, whether or not you're a man or woman, figuring out how you can get shit done or how you can get past an obstacle in your life. And she is right. But I don't like the undertone from it. It's like, well, I was broke and now I have money. And now, because I have money, I can look at another person and have disgust. Or, why are you so poor? You should have $100. You should have $300. That's an arrogant kind of personality. I can read it in her body language. She's arrogant because she had to build her own wealth and she's very accomplished in her own life. I'm not going to take that away from her, but how can you be another human being and have sympathy for another person's effort in their life when their plans doesn't always pan out like someone wants it to be in their own life? You can't, like, you gonna look at a poor person that's down on his luck, that's drinking and stuff like that, and homeless, and you're gonna be like, well, that's a dirty ass bum. For me, I was homeless. If I looked at a person that was homeless, for me, even though I'm not religious in any sense of me following the teachings of religion, if I saw someone struggling on the street, drinking, and really broken inside of their own soul, my heart goes out to them. I couldn't just walk past them and be like, you brought yourself to that situation. You're a fucking loser. No, I have a fucking heart. For me, I see that person as my sister, my brother. To come beside them and say, I love you too much as a human being to see you crumble your life away. That's kindness. That's love.
Opening, the term has been co-opted by the manosphere and turned into a derogatory term meant to deride women who are, let's just be honest, out of their league from the people who sit around whining about.
See, I told y'all, arrogance. No one's out of your league. Whoever says that, I really hate when men say it too. Anybody that says that you're a person because you don't have financial backing, you don't have social backing, you don't have the right job, you don't drive the right car, they empty. They poor with their own soul, with their own spirit of being around another person and loving a person. For me, I don't know how she's engaged to a man, because if I saw this video of my woman, I'd be disgusted. I wouldn't even like her. I wouldn't even want to have sex with her. She would disgust me as a person. Because I don't go on here, even in my raps. I admit I'm an asshole in my raps. I'm like Slim Shady. I attack people. I pick on people and shit like that. But when I'm just talking to a person, or I'm talking about an issue that deals with people choices, I'm not gonna go on here and be like, well, he's a fucking retard. He's an asshole because he lost money. Shit happens in people's life. If you only care about the profits that you can get in someone's life, then for me, you're a poor person of a person's soul that you can be towards another human being. Generally, what I'm saying is kindness is a gift that has no price tag. So if you can't be the level of kindness when someone is down and having a tough time, and you rather kick them while they're down, then that tells me that you have a poor understanding of giving love and being humble towards another person.
Women online all day. Let me play you one of their interpretations of this term.
The term boss babe has become popular in recent years, but it's often used to refer to women who are caught up in the hustle culture that encourages them to embrace hyper-masculine traits and compete with men rather than finding harmony with them. This can cause women to lose touch with their femininity as they become preoccupied with work and may prioritize their minds over their hearts. True femininity comes from a place of emotional depth and connection in the heart, not just the pursuit of success and achievement.
If you've been getting scam texts like these,
sorry guys,
it means your data was probably leaked online somewhere. Most
The pursuit of success and achievement.
I like that he says women who are boss babes are caught in hustle culture, as if anybody has the option to not be with the government destroying.
So, no one, when it comes down to you having jewelry, having your nails done, so he's lying about you caring about your appearance and your status of your lifestyle. Like, you gotta pick your battles. Stop acting surprised. I don't like that shit. But I won't have to break this up because I know that YouTube, when it comes to long reactions, they don't really like it. But I'm about to stop the recording. I want to pause it and then use the restroom. But I want to post my first one on this one and then see what people think about it. I'm gonna still post the second one. I'm gonna still tape, but I see what people like it. See how people like it.